Hello, Storm Nation, and welcome to the Kurtiss Riggs Show, your all-access pass to game recaps, player interviews, and scouting reports with the head coach of your 11-time champion, Sioux Falls Storm. And now, here's your host, Rich Rosti.
And welcome to the Kurtiss Riggs Show. It's going to be a whole new ball game as far as the Sioux Falls Storm and the broadcast. And it's going to be live as far as the Kurtiss Riggs Show. We'll be talking to the coach. We'll be talking to some guests. And we'll also have a chance to have contact with as far as the ball games are concerned. We're still working on that to see how that will all coincide. But there'll be one way for Storm fans to be able to watch the broadcast and to listen to them. And that's just go to the Storm website, click on Listen Live, and then go to the link. Follow the link. It'll take you right to where it says Broadcast Live. So we're going to be pausing for a timeout. When I come back, I'll talk to this guy next to me. Something over the past 20 years, when we've done this show, we've never been seen. We've always hidden, and it's kind of different right now as coach.
We lost some viewers.
Yeah, we just lost some viewers. Well, I tell you what, folks, we'll be back with the first segment. We're going to be talking about the season as it's coming up for the new teams that are coming into the Indoor Football League. So stay tuned. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Fireplace Professionals is a proud supporter of the Sioux Falls Storm. Our gas fireplaces and inserts from Heat and Glow and Heatolator are the best in the business. You can stop in and see the region's largest showroom or visit us on the web at fireplaceprofessionals.com and get a virtual tour. We have almost 100 Heat and Glow and Heatolator models on display and even more in stock. If you ever need advice, just call 605-339-0775 or better yet, stop in and see us at 1217 West 41st Street in Sioux Falls. You're going to love the way your home feels. The Sheraton Sioux Falls Hotel is proud to serve as the official host hotel for all IFL teams this season. When you're done cheering on the Storm, come indulge yourself with the Sheraton experience featuring spacious guest rooms, new menu items at our Falling Water Grill, and delicious cocktails at the Water's Edge Bar. Book your next meeting space or social event with our professional sales staff by calling 605-331-0100 or visiting our website at marriott.com/FSDSI. Make sure to check out our ad in the Storm program, and remember, go Storm! If you're looking to enjoy a handcrafted burger and fresh-cut fries, come on into Five Guys. Sioux Falls has 2 convenient locations on the corner of 10th and Minnesota and 49th and Louise. There are no microwaves and no freezers at Five Guys. We only use fresh ingredients, and our well-done juicy burgers are served on soft toasted buns. Top off your order with crispy applewood smoked bacon from one of America's last true smokehouses, melted Kraft American cheese, and your choice of 15 additional toppings. Stop by and see us today or place your pickup order online at fiveguys.com. Hey Sioux Falls, do you want the guaranteed best carpet cleaning ever? Then you need to check out Best Choice Cleaning and Restoration. Since 1989, Best Choice incorporates the work ethic and durability of old-school family methods with the efficiency of modern equipment to offer high-quality cleaning services. When they're done cleaning the carpet in your home or office, you'll be thrilled with the results. Try Best Choice Cleaning and Restoration and experience the best carpet cleaning ever.
And welcome back to the Kurtiss Riggs Show. And our first interview with the Storm head coach, Kurtiss Riggs, is brought to you by the great folks over at Good Sense Deli Fresh Subs. Storm sponsors since day one. Good Sense Deli Fresh Subs. Come see what fresh really is. Baked fresh, sliced fresh, delivered fresh. Good Sense Deli Fresh Subs. The #1 delivery sales for the Good Sense franchise system for the past 20 years. That's Good Sense Deli Fresh Subs. Man, that's good. And he is the head coach of the Sioux Falls Storm, Kurtiss Riggs. Well, Coach, a different league this year as far as teams. We have a lot of new different teams, and like Duke City Gladiators down in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Frisco Fighters in Frisco, Texas, Oakland Panthers in Oakland, California, Spokane Shock. They're back. They were the Empire, but now they're back as the Shock in Spokane, Washington. With the increases of the teams, and it's just early, there's only been a couple games played, but from what you're seeing on the transaction sheets, what's the competition level or the quality level of the players you're seeing come across the lines?
I think some of it depends on the experience of the coaches. So teams like Frisco, Spokane, experienced coaches, so they're going to get players that have experience, and you're going to see very little lag as they step into the league. They're going to come in and compete because the coaches have been here. They know what it takes, and they've been successful in the other leagues they've been playing in too. So it's not as if they're completely starting from scratch, like an Oakland, like an Oakland team is. And that's one where when you look at their roster, you see a lot of unfamiliar names, and maybe that fits the coach's style, but you also think they're going to have some bumps along the road.
Interesting that you see coaches that have made some changes, some coaches that have come back into the IFL. Billy Beck is one name that comes to mind. He's at Spokane, Washington now. He had a run within the Indoor Football League, and Dixie Wooten has moved, and now he's coaching somewhere else. So it's interesting to see how they move around, but the thing about it is, you still know these guys and their tendencies, and that's a part of the intrigue for you, is to figuring them out, isn't it?
Sure. Oh yeah. And it's good to have good quality coaches in the league and create competition. And even Amir Ishmael going to Iowa is someone we know pretty well. So I think all of them will come in knowing how the IFL works right away. They won't have that learning curve as you maybe saw San Diego last year. As they had a coach that really hadn't coached indoor football before, and it took pretty much the majority of the season for them to kind of figure out how the tempo and speed and playing in the walls works for a team.
I talked to somebody a while back about the differences between indoor football and arena football, and they just didn't really quite get a grasp of it. And if you've had your roots in the arena football, it's entirely different coming into the IFL as far as managing and calling games for your team.
Well, and even style players. I know we've cut a couple players in camp that were good arena style players, but just not a good fit in the IFL. And it's tough for some of them to work in tight spaces. Some are used to having wide open field space to run real elongated routes, and sometimes those aren't things that a lot of teams in the IFL look for.
Opening weekend of the Indoor Football League season, Quad City Steamrollers traveled to Cedar Rapids, Iowa to take on the River Kings, and the Steamrollers defeated the River Kings 54-27. And then on Sunday, the San Diego Strike Force traveled up to Bismarck, North Dakota, came away with a win 50-36. However, in that ball game, that Bismarck was leading after three quarters.
It's a back and forth game. I thought it was two pretty evenly matched teams. And I'm sure the league likes to see, a competitive game on that first weekend, because the first one really wasn't. Quad Cities, got after Cedar Rapids early and really created a big divide, and then kind of tried to fight to get back into it.
Well, we'll be talking more about the game with Bismarck a little bit later on in the broadcast, when we have a chance to have a scouting report about the Bucks, because they'll be coming into town to the Sioux Falls, to the Denny Sanford Premier Center for a ball game at 3 o'clock on Sunday, and get your tickets for that, because we want to have a big showing. The reigning champions of the Indoor Football League, the Sioux Falls Storm, hosting the Bismarck Bucks. Now, Coach, when you talk about the differences in the league, we'll be seeing some different cities. As much as possible, are the fields pretty much the same, or do you get to a certain field and you have to take into account something because that field is a little bit different? And not knowing the field, does that make a difference to you when you get there?
When you go to Cedar Rapids, you have to account for that small end zone, a lot like what we used to have at the old arena. And it's a distinct advantage for the defense as you get down in that red zone. So you have to change your practice methods of how you do things, preparing for that small end zone. Albuquerque, Duke City, we really don't have much of an idea. And same with Frisco, these new venues. But we have played in Spokane. We know what that one's like. That'll be a nice facility, large end zones. and then we don't go to Oakland and still have not gone to San Diego or Tucson, so we really can't, we haven't played in those places.
One thing about this season, the scheduling got a little bit different because there was a delay waiting for different teams to join the league, waiting to find out if they were going to join the league or not, so it got to be a little bit delayed, and the scheduling got different. The Storm's going to open up at home with 2 Sunday afternoon games, and also with many other teams in the IFL, you're going to have a couple of byes really early in the season. Tell us about how that affects your planning and your preparation of your team.
Well, Rich, no matter how much the league tries to really look at the scheduling, you still come back to you're at the mercy of your event center.
Yeah.
And you and I both know the event center is really busy this time of the year. I mean, the Summit League tournament's going on right now, and then they have the Division II National Championship Wrestling Tournament going on. And then we're going to squeeze a football game in there on Sunday and probably be right back to the Stampede with hockey after that. So you kind of have to fit in what you can, and then that's where those buys kind of take place too. When you can't fit a game in, we're going to throw a bye in. And you're right. I mean, we're going to play a game, we're going to have a bye, and then we're going to go 9 straight weeks of games. And that's going to be tough. It's really going to be tough with a 25-man roster. And, hopefully we can stay healthy, but you just got to plan that there's going to be some changes, and hopefully it's short-term changes, though, for you.
Now, that first week of the season that's a bye, that's counted as one of your 3, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it is. And so you start a little bit later, but, some of these teams have 2 weeks off. Some are starting till the 22nd. It's tough because they wanted to start earlier, but only some teams could start earlier, so it kind of did work against us as you described it.
I think Arizona has 2 weeks off to start the season, if I remember right. I'm not sure which team it was, but I was thinking it was Arizona, but maybe not.
Well, they don't even need practice.
That sounds good. Well, Coach, stay tuned. We'll be right back at you. You're listening to the Kurtiss Riggs Show right here on the Storm Broadcasting Network. We'll be back right after this.
The new boss from Taco John's knows how to own a room. It's large, in charge, and isn't taking any guff, especially from your hunger. Packed with over a pound of cilantro lime rice, black beans, and your choice of grilled chicken or seasoned beef. Or you can kick it up a notch with hand-cut sirloin steak. Go for the burrito or make it a bowl. If you want to be a boss, eat like one. The boss from Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Royal Fork is the longest-running buffet restaurant in America, and they look forward to serving you. Located at 4610 West Empire Place, Royal Fork is an American buffet-style restaurant where you can build your own meal. Choose from over 30 hot entrees, a build-your-own salad bar along with 8 prepared salads, and 3 homemade soups. Don't forget our Belgian waffles and scrumptious desserts. Check out our new website for more information, or give us a call. Royal Fork, your hometown gathering place for everyday occasions.
It's not just our price, $14.95 per month for unlimited car washes, that makes us the best bargain in town. That $14.95 also includes great service and free vacuums and prep towels. Yep, that's right, all for just $14.95 per month. That's a bargain that will clean up your car without cleaning out your wallet. Fast, easy, and unlimited, all starting at just $14.95 per month. Silver Star, a better wash, a great feeling.
And welcome back to the Kurtiss Riggs Show. I'm Rich Rossi, along with the Sioux Falls Storm head coach Kurtiss Riggs. And Coach, let's talk a little bit about last year. Before we talk about your team coming in, we'll just spend a little bit of time talking about last year's Sioux Falls Storm. Tell us what your feelings were, the highs and lows of the season last year.
What do you want first?
The lows.
The lows. We had a lot of turnover on our roster. I mean, it was tough for you and for everyone else to watch our transactions and think, oh my goodness. The commissioner contacted me and said, I don't know if I've ever seen you guys have so many transactions, but we got blasted with injuries, Rich, and it seemed like it was injuries at certain positions, and it just kind of took its toll. The tough part, too, is you kind of have to bring guys in, cut someone, evaluate, and then decide if you're going to cut them and bring someone else new in. So that was tough. That was frustrating for us. But it's really that cliche about it's how you're playing at the end of the season is most important. That would be a definite positive. We were just clicking at the right time, and similar to the year before. The year before, offensively especially, we got hot at the end of the year. We made some changes in our roster. And we got hot, and we just outscored everyone, and then we came up one drive short against Iowa. Well, this last year, we were clicking offensively, and then defensively in the championship game, they were able to make just enough plays. Getting someone like Jermaine Robinson back, Trey Wofford healthy again, Lorenzo White Jr. came back and played for us, Daniel Lindsay. I mean, we almost had an entire new secondary by the time we got into the playoffs. And it paid off. And then T.J. Neal, who left us for a while, came back and played a great championship game.
You went down to Iowa. We had to play them on the road, came away with a 52-50 come from behind win. And that was a tremendous game, wasn't it?
It was. I at the league meetings and frequently fans talk about how we're so lucky that the quarterback got hurt. It's unfortunate he got hurt. A tremendous player, well-deserving of the MVP last year. But what everyone forgets about is Parker Douglas missed 12 points. He left 12 points, and we're trailing by a touchdown most of the game. 12 points, last time I checked, is more than a touchdown. If Parker Douglas is Parker Douglas, then we're right in there with or without that quarterback. So we were playing really good football. We couldn't get points, and Parker, he had an injury where he tried to kick through it, and it took its toll. And we were lucky he was even able to make an extra point late in the game to help us out, because his foot was like a big balloon, and he just taped it up and tried to kick through it. We lost a lot of points because of it.
And that injury actually happened early in the game, didn't it?
It did, yeah. It happened early in the game, and he just had our trainers tape it up tight. And then as soon as he took that tape off, it's so hard to judge with Parker if he's really hurt or just mad because he's so intense. And then as soon as he took it off, and we all saw, everyone was a little more forgiving.
Yeah.
But the guys just they played hard. They played hard and rallied around each other. And it seemed like in that Iowa game we finally got a break. Something that went our way, because most of the season it seemed like we were fighting those breaks for other teams all season long. We got a big fumble. Joe Blunt was able to recover a fumble that Trey Wofford created, and then we were able to go down and score and close out the game.
That was a fun win down at Des Moines. It had been a tough year. We'd lost down there earlier in the season, down there 55-43. But to avenge that loss and get into the championship game. Now, the thing is about the championship game, what a lot of people don't remember, the fact is that Arizona was riding an undefeated season. It was going to be at a different facility than they're used to. It was going to be out at Glendale, Arizona, and it would have been, pretty much, the crowning achievement of that year to be champions and undefeated. And the Sioux Falls Storm had lost to Arizona twice in a year. There weren't many people that gave the Storm much of a chance, did they, down in Arizona?
No, not at all. In fact, you were at all the press conferences down there. The overwhelming conversation was about Arizona, fulfilling a destiny, an undefeated season, and how they've accomplished so many things that year, and how they had so many all-league players, and how talented they were. And here's the Storm. They always find a way to get here, but really it just seems like that was the achievement for us, was just getting the championship last year.
And the thing is, Storm had lost 2 championships the year before, people coming in. However, in front of 15,000 fans down in Glendale, Arizona, you pulled off the win, 56-53. Tell us some of your memories, good memories about that game down in Glendale.
Well, the atmosphere was amazing. Yeah. I mean, it was great. It reminded me of the old arena, those Lexington Horseman games. Just, the fans passionate and going nuts, and then two teams just having a slugfest, because that's really what the game was. My staff, we put together a great game plan. I mean, we really had things clicking, and the players were fully bought in, and we went out and played outstanding. We had to overcome a turnover in the first half. David Powell had a fumble on a kick return, and Arizona jumped on it right away, scored, took the lead, and you could just see they were trying to get to that arena style of let's get up by 2 scores and then make Sioux Falls really have to work to try to get back in this. And we were able to keep them close enough. And then in the second half, we were finally able to get a turnover, get some pressure on Drew Powell, and get him to make some mistakes. And then offensively, I mean, we played really well for 4 quarters.
Well, Storm again come away with the win, 56-53, and they won their 11th championships of indoor football. It was a tremendous season, a tremendous victory at the very end. However, sitting here today, that means something, but it means nothing as far as what's going to happen this year. And I'd like to talk to you a little bit about your ball club here. The carryover from the championship is fantastic. There's momentum, but it starts over at step one again this when you start a camp, doesn't it?
It starts over for us, but for everyone else, it doesn't.
Yeah.
And so, for us, it's like you got to piece together an entire team again, but for everyone else, you're the champions.
Yeah.
And they're going to bring their best every week, because everyone wants that chance at the champion team. And, I feel like we always get other teams' best, but to know that we went in Arizona, won the championship, everyone is coming in to try to knock us off.
Mm-hmm. From that team from last year, going into this season, and you haven't made final cuts yet, but about how many players are going to carry over from that championship team?
That's a good question, Rich. Maybe 8 or 9.
Oh, so not even half.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be around there somewhere. I think we have a good mix of experience and a good mix of inexperience. That I don't think is always a bad thing. I know Jeff Jardigan, one of the assistants for Arizona, we talked about how it's really fun coaching the rookies. I mean, they really want to come in and learn and work hard and try to move up. And not to say veteran guys don't want to, but it comes to a point where they know they're not going to move up. Now they're just playing, and it becomes more of a hobby for some. That's not all, but some. And these rookies, I think, push those guys to where they get rejuvenated, get a little blood flowing again, and get that excitement of competition.
And the thing about it is, every year, there are a certain number of players that do get called up for at least a tryout, Canadian Football League, and some sign contracts. And there are some players that get tryouts with the NFL. So the dream is still there. And if they're hungry enough to go after it, that's a big question.
Well, and that definitely took a toll on our roster. Having 4 guys get signed in the CFL. We knew immediately we had to find some guys to fill in for some of the losses we were going to take. And, we went out and found what we think are guys that can also get called up and signed. And we know they're going to make some mistakes, but we know they're going to fix them, and we know they're going to work really hard. And that's our goal, is to move up.
Well, Coach, it's been a great year last year. You got a great start now. You had a bye in the first week of the season. But tell us what you've been seeing in your camp this year. As far as your players, you can talk about individuals or not, depending upon this time. But tell us about what you're seeing in this club for 2020.
Well, we're seeing a lot of competition. I mean, a lot of competition, and we're able to practice at the Sanford Fieldhouse now, which is such a luxury. I mean, we just have so much space, and we're able to do so much more than what we were able to in our previous practice facility. And so now you can see the guys excited to come in, excited to know that what they have to work with and what's going to be around them, and then also know that they have to come in ready to compete every day, because they could be gone if they don't.
So when you talk about the number of players that you have, more offensively, more defensively, split down the middle?
We'll probably end up with 12 and 12, Rich.
Really?
Kicker. That's if our kicker makes the team. And right now he's the only one, so I think he's got a shot. I think we'll probably be pretty close to 12 offense, 12 defense, and the one kicker.
One question that comes up quite often this time of year, quarterbacking, skilled players, veterans, new guys. Veterans have the edge, but new guys pressing them. Tell us how that competition part of the process is going.
Well, at certain spots, we had that. We had competition with veteran guys and experienced but rookies for us. And then some we just had all rookies. We just said they didn't know any better. And so when they would see the frustrations of some of the coaches, they didn't really understand what the frustration was. And then we tell them, you're standing out of bounds, but really you're in the fourth row. And so trying to get them to realize that playing within the walls is quite a bit different. That's been a learning process for not only the players, but the coaches too.
Well, Coach, my very best to you as we begin the season 2020. When we come back, we're going to have a scouting report, talk a little bit about the Bismarck Bucks. But anything else that you wanted to say about camp thus far?
No. I mean, we're excited to finally get a game in, see where we're at. A game's the best way to evaluate any of the players. And so practice, we've done a lot of evaluation. And finally, to have a game will be good for us.
Well, we'll be back with more of the Kurtiss Riggs Show after we pause for this time out. You're listening to this broadcast, the Storm Broadcast Network. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, Sioux Falls, do you want the guaranteed best carpet cleaning ever? Then you need to check out Best Choice Cleaning and Restoration. Since 1989, Best Choice incorporates the work ethic and durability of old-school family methods with the efficiency of modern equipment to offer high-quality cleaning services. When they're done cleaning the carpet in your home or office, you'll be thrilled with the results. Try Best Choice Cleaning and Restoration and experience the best carpet cleaning ever.
The new boss from Taco John's knows how to own a room. It's large, in charge, and isn't taking any guff, especially from your hunger. Packed with over a pound of cilantro lime rice, black beans, and your choice of grilled chicken or seasoned beef. Or you can kick it up a notch with hand-cut sirloin steak. Go for the burrito or make it a bowl. If you want to be a boss, eat like one. The boss from Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Fireplace Professionals is a proud supporter of the Sioux Falls Storm. Our gas fireplaces and inserts from Heat and Glow and Heatolator are the best in the business. You can stop in and see the region's largest showroom or visit us on the web at fireplaceprofessionals.com and get a virtual tour. We have almost 100 Heat and Glow and Heatolator models on display and even more in stock. If you ever need advice, just call 605-339-0775 or better yet, stop in and see us at 1217 West 41st Street in Sioux Falls. You're going to love the way your home feels. If you're looking to enjoy a handcrafted burger and fresh-cut fries, come on into Five Guys. Sioux Falls has 2 convenient locations on the corner of 10th and Minnesota and 49th and Louise. There are no microwaves and no freezers at Five Guys. We only use fresh ingredients, and our well-done juicy burgers are served on soft toasted buns. Top off your order with crispy applewood smoked bacon from one of America's last true smokehouses, melted Kraft American cheese, and your choice of 15 additional toppings. Stop by and see us today or place your pickup order online at fiveguys.com.
And welcome back to the Kurtiss Riggs Show. I'm Rich Rosty, along with the head coach of the Sioux Falls Storm, Kurtiss Riggs. And each week our game preview interview with the Storm head coach, Kurtiss Riggs, is brought to you by the great folks at Good Sense Deli Fresh Subs. Good Sense Deli Fresh Subs at 917 South Cliff Avenue, working to further enhance deliveries in Sioux Falls by supplementing their delivery staff with a third-party delivery company so you get your subs baked fresh, sliced fresh, and delivered fresh. That's Good Sense Deli Fresh Subs. Man, that's good. Here's this head coach of the Sioux Falls Storm, Kurtiss Riggs. Coach, it's the Bismarck Bucks coming up to the Denny Sanford Premier Center opening game. They have one game under their belt. They were defeated at home. But tell us a little bit about this team from Bismarck, North Dakota.
Well, it's their second year in the IFL. Rod Miller, he's been around Andover football for a while, either Arena League or the old UIF or NIFL or CIF. I mean, he's been around. But he still has a large turnover from even his team last year. They went out and found a lot of new players. But one that you see right away is Shadrick Thornton, the tailback that played for the Arizona Rattlers and Tucson. A kid out of NC State, very talented, very explosive, can really run inside and outside, and is definitely one of the more talented backs in the league.
When you talk about the quarterback, Taslim Wilson, in the ball game yesterday, 5 of 22 and passing only 36 yards. He had a touchdown and an interception. Also had 8 carries for 40 yards, no touchdowns. Or actually, that was Thornton had the 8 carries for 40 yards. But it was, tell us, was it based on a running game, or was he having a rough night? Or is it very good defense put up by San Diego?
I think both offensive lines struggled a little bit for both teams, and the defensive lines, when you're able to predicate pressure, you're able then to lead to 3 and outs, 4 and outs, turnovers, a lot of miscues on the offense, and you could see it was the first game for both offenses, and at times they did some nice things, but a lot of times they looked like their timing was just off. Bismarck had an open post route a couple times, and they just kept missing it, overthrowing it. The timing just wasn't there.
Well, during the course of the game, that San Diego had 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns. Bismarck scored a safety, and the Bucks had a missed field goal return for a touchdown. So there's a lot of different types of things that were done as far as scoring is concerned. But like I said earlier in the broadcast, that San Diego was trailing Bismarck going into the fourth quarter by a point. And then one of those kick returns by San Diego came up, and it was too much at the end for Bismarck to get back. But when you look at the team, regardless of the win, what did you see from them that you comparing them to last year?
Well, I think the one thing last year they had some vets that were kind of just playing in the IFL to play. And I think now he has some hungry rookies that want to play for a chance to move up. When you have guys that come in with that intent, they're going to play really hard, and I think that's what Coach Miller has, is guys that are playing really hard. There are some fluke things that happen. I mean, that kick return for a touchdown for San Diego, it actually bounces off the kick returner's face mask and then bounces right into the San Diego player's hands, and that guy runs it back for a touchdown. I mean, it looked like Bismarck had the momentum. They take the lead. They kick off, bounces off the guy's face, and they may recover, and then the guy gets it and takes it back and scores. And you could just sense how deflated they were. They had a lot of bad things happen last year, and they kind of felt like, oh, it's going to happen again now. And they came out and went 3 and out, couldn't move the ball then. It's one where they just need some momentum and success, and they can build off those things, and then they won't get so demoralized when bad things happen.
Talking to Storm Head Coach Kurtiss Riggs on the Kurtiss Riggs Show. Still to come, we have an interview with the Director of Officials of the IFL, Tom Felsen-Ellie. Coach, you had a chance to take a look at them. You've had a chance to take a look at your squad thus far in camp. What are the keys to the game going to be coming up on Sunday afternoon as you face this team from Bismarck?
Well, I think the keys for us is is the pace of the game and how fast things are all moving and playing in front of a large crowd, and are the guys going to be able to handle that? It's going to be a new experience for them. I think the things they'll find is they're going to get tired really fast.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how good of shape you think you're in, when you start to play in front of all these people, your heart's beating faster, your blood's pumping quicker, and you get tired fast. And the guys have to learn how to control their emotions, realize that as they start to think about things before the play happens, things will slow down, because then they'll just react and they'll play. But we have some major question marks offensively and defensively. So for us, it's can we get those guys to go in and just play under control and not make some major mistakes?
Well, Coach, it's one of the things that you've done so very well over the course of your career is evaluation. But like you said to me earlier, you really can't evaluate them on practice field. You have to see them in game situations.
Yeah, you do. And I think people are going to see some big changes, some surprising changes. Some people, some Storm fans are going to be, in shock and awe and going to struggle to handle some of the changes that we show them. But I think they'll realize that there's a group of guys that are going to go out there and play really hard. I think we have a lot of talent, and I think when we're able to bring it together, they'll do some great things. And I think they're going to see the guys look really sharp. Our owners bought, some fantastic uniforms and helmets, and I think people are going to feel like there's a lot of work that has gone into everything, the presentation, the players, the uniforms, the whole show. And I think they'll walk out thinking, wow, this was a lot of fun.
And even though I'm a broadcaster and I ask questions, I'm not going to ask for him to tell us what those surprises are.
Okay. I was willing to share with you. But
really? If you want?
It's too late now.
Oh, okay. Well, put it this way, folks. You have to buy tickets. Come to the Denny Sanford Premier Center. See the surprises, because you are going to be surprised, amazed, and awed by everything that the new ownership group has put in together to make this a new fan experience for all Storm fans. Coach, thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the week. When do you have to make final cuts?
Our final roster has to be submitted Friday.
Oh, Friday.
It's on a Sunday. Everyone else, it's the Thursday before your first game, but for us, it's Friday since we're on a Sunday. So, we pretty much have that down. There's a couple really tough last cuts that we're trying to decide on, but for the most part, we're down to our 25.
Well, fantastic, Coach. Best we will talk to you before the ball game on Sunday afternoon.
All right, thank you, Rich.
He is the head coach of the Sioux Falls Kurtiss Kurtiss Riggs. When we come back, we'll have a conversation with the Director of Officials of the IFL, Tom Falcinelli. So thanks for listening to the Kurtiss Riggs Show on the Storm Broadcasting Network. Again, all you have to do is go to the Storm website, click on Listen Live, Watch Live, and it'll bring you right to the spot, and you can see the games. And also, well, as far as the games, it's still a question mark whether or not you'll be able to see the game all the time, but you'll always be able to watch the Kurtiss Riggs Show. So we'll be back after we pause for this time up. Don't go away.
Royal Fork is the longest-running buffet restaurant in America, and they look forward to serving you. Located at 4610 West Empire Place, Royal Fork is an American buffet-style restaurant where you can build your own meal. Choose from over 30 hot entrees, a build-your-own salad bar along with 8 prepared salads, and 3 homemade soups. Don't forget our Belgian waffles and scrumptious desserts. Check out our new website for more information or give us a call. Royal Fork, your hometown gathering place for everyday occasions.
It's not just our price, $14.95 per month for unlimited car washes, that makes us the best bargain in town. That $14.95 also includes great service and free vacuums and prep towels. Yep, that's right, all for just $14.95 per month. That's a bargain that will clean up your car without cleaning out your wallet. Fast, easy, and unlimited, all starting at just $14.95 per month. Silver Star, a better wash, a great feeling.
I love my annual visit and appreciate the invite.
Well, you're very welcome. Well, how long have you been with the IFL?
This is starting year number 8, if I can count that high. I'm going to run out of fingers here in a couple years.
Now, over the years, 8 years is a long time to be a part of that, but you've seen a real change in the rules, haven't you, over the course of time? What's one of the things that is really kind of either come and gone, or is a good rule that's come in that's really made a difference in this game?
Well, of course, obviously, a couple years ago we brought replay in, and it was brought in at the last minute. So we really didn't have a science to what we were going to do, and it came down to, okay, we're going to allow every single aspect of the game to be reviewed. And, boy, that opened a can of worms for, I think it was 2 seasons ago, and we were able to temper that down to last season's rule where we just allowed the basics, catch, no catch, fumble, not a fumble, and fouls at the snap. And it worked pretty well for us. They added one thing this year. We can review any DPI or OPI call or non-call on the field. And we, in fact, at the game last night in Bismarck, we did have 2 interference reviews. One was a touchdown pass. The coach alleged offensive pass interference occurred. I saw it on tape, and clearly it did not. The other call was DPI was not called on a play, and the crew stood the call. I said, there was no DPI on that. That one is going to be subject to further scrutiny by the evaluator to see if we should have switched that call or not. But that's the only real change as far as the replay. And, of course, we added the deuce rule, which I think everybody knows about that. That should add a little excitement at the end of the game. And, in fact, there's always unintended consequences with the deuce rule, but I bet the fans did not know that in the final 30 seconds of the game, you could not try a field goal unless it was 4th down, unless you were trailing by 3 or less. So if it was 2nd down and you're trailing by 3 and there's 10 seconds left, you could kick the field goal. Well, with the new deuce rule, for example, let's say there's 10 seconds left in the game and you're trailing by 4 and it's 2nd down. By rule, you could not kick a field goal because you were trailing by 4, not 3, and it's 2nd down, the game's going to end. So with the deuce rule, you want to kick that field goal, cut the lead to 1, and try to win the game with the deuce. So the unintended consequences, hey, we got to adjust that rule 10B1 or 10B2, I think. So we just removed it. You can try a field goal anytime during the game, no matter the score and no matter the down. So that could add some excitement to the game just by that example right there. Hey, end of the game, you're trailing by 4, 5 seconds left, kick that field goal, cut the lead to 1, and try to win it with the deuce.
And the deuce...
That should bring some excitement to the play.
Oh, absolutely. And just so the fans that don't know, the deuce is on the kickoff, if the kicker from his goal line kicks it through the uprights at the other end of the field, that's 2 more points that can be added to the game, isn't it, Tom?
That is correct. And as I said, I didn't explain it, but yep, you're losing by 4. You kick that field goal, cut it to 1, and say there's a couple seconds left. If your kicker can put it through the uprights on that kickoff, the game's over and they win. So it should add some strategy towards the end of the game.
So what is the real timing rule on this? And is it first half and end of game? Is it just inside the last minute or 30 seconds, or what is it? And
you can try the deuce inside the last 60 seconds of either half.
Okay. And it can be, the same is true of a touchdown. Team scores a touchdown, they go for 2, they don't get it, but they could go back and kick the deuce and pick up the extra 2 points, possibly to tie or to win. So, yeah,
technically on a touchdown, let's say at the end of the game, it could be a 10-point swing. You get the 6 for the touchdown, you run a 2-point conversion, you got 8 if you're successful, then you kick the follow-up deuce. You've just scored 10 points in a matter of, 3 plays.
Oh, fantastic. I think this is going to be great. We're talking with Tom Falsinelli, Director of Officials for the Indoor Football League, on our annual call with him on the Kurtiss Riggs Show. And it's always great talking with you, Tom. One of the things that I want to make fans aware of, and they really don't oftentimes realize this, how much training and qualifications they have to get into the league, then much less all of the testing and the training films that you produce in order to keep them on top of their game. Tell us about that whole process.
Well, just basically, for example, this season alone, we started off the preseason 3 months ago. I had I think it was about 140 question preseason exam, crew exam, 140 questions. It was a crew get back into the swing of things for indoor football examination. They had to pass it. It was open book, of course, and there was a deadline for getting the exam back in. And without fail, every single crew, even including the new crews this season, had that thing turned in a week before the deadline, and every single crew scored 95% or higher, which was good, but it is open book. Then we advanced to the positional exams, which are by position. A referee's going to have his exam, the umpire will have his exam, back judge, and the wings, etc. And that was an online, do-it-by-yourself examination online. And you had a score. Our passing score is not a 70. It is an 80. You've got to get an 80 to pass. And we had a couple new officials that didn't take it serious, and they found themselves off their crew before the season even started.
Really?
So we take it serious. I mean, you can't pass one of these preseason positional exams and know our rules, and you think you can go into the season not knowing the rules. It's not going to happen under my watch.
Well, one of the things about it, though, Tom, is that you have a process after a game is done about evaluation that isn't just you. You bring other people in. Tell us about that.
Well, I have my crew. I think we've got 6 Division I football officials that they work Division I in the off season. They have indoor or arena experience, and I call them my terminators. They come in and they get the game film, and they get the foul report, and they grade the film. And I've already looked at some plays from this weekend and sent them out. Hey, make sure you see this. But they are very, very critical. If the fans could see what one of these evaluations looks like, they'd be in shock how difficult they are. But the officials appreciate it. They truly appreciate it because it makes them better. They don't take it personal. They said, oh, I missed that. I won't make that mistake again. So I want my evaluators to be uber critical, and they are, because that is what makes a better official. So they dread, every Tuesday morning they get their grades back and like, oh, how'd we do? But we've got an ingrained grading system. I think the grade sheet is 3 or 4 pages alone with how we grade a certain play and what we look at. And it seems to work. And the officials that are in this league get it early or they're gone. And the crews and staff we have now appreciate this intense feedback they get after their games because it just makes them better.
One of the things that we've talked about over the years, Tom, we're talking with Tom Falcinelli, Director of Officials for the IFL. Now, is the fact that how many different things a particular position official has to watch on every single play, and then it escalates when the play gets closer to them. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the back judge. What does he have to look at on every play, and then what is his responsibility when the play comes to him?
Well, for example, you'll see the back judges. That's the guy in center field. We usually position him on the goal line, snap from the 20 and out. He's at the goal line because the goal line's the most important line on the field. This way he doesn't have to move back to it. He's sitting there waiting. But you'll see him shift side to side, pre-snap. What is he looking for? He's looking for the alignment of the defensive end. They've got to be out. They've got to be inside shoulder to shoulder. So if that defensive end is outside the offensive guard's shoulder, that's a huge advantage. And you'll see the back judges sliding from side to side to check that pre-snap. So that's their first key. Then they've got keyed receivers. They've got the inside receiver. However, sometimes there's 4 receivers going out. He's got 2 keys. He's going to have to focus, put his strength on the threatened receiver, but he's still got 2 keys, so he's watching that. He's got to set, hey, where's that illegal contact line? Okay, I'm going to look at the umpire. He's set at 6. I know the belt is at 5. That's also the illegal contact line. So that's just a point of reference for him pre-snap. Where's that 5-yard line? Because he's got to make the illegal contact call on his keyed receiver. And if you look at our training tapes that are available on YouTube, you'll hear me do the countdown. Guys, if you stay on your keys for 2 seconds, you're going to see the foul. 1,000. 2, you're on your initial key, and then you got to shift to zone. And we've got a whole zone coverage with the 2 wings, the line judge and the head linesman and the back judge. We shift to zone coverage, and we've got PowerPoints that show the focus on that. And that's just pre-snap. Then you've got, hey, illegal contact. Is there holding? Do I have DPI? I've got to get up to the goal line. I'm reading the play coming underneath. I'm on the back wall. Here comes a run underneath. There's no one on the goal line. I've got to read that and make sure I step up to the goal line to be there ready to rule. And that's all just just a minor microcosm of what they have to do. And that's just a back judge. And it gets worse for the wing officials.
And I just wanted to bring that up because people have no idea all of the things that they have to do and all to be critical about it. And the fans are watching, they're thinking, well, you got one thing to watch and you missed it. No. You have so many other things that you're working on, and you're working as a team because everybody has their own responsibility and everybody has their own line of view so that you see it. And that's how you cover it, and that's how you make a good officiating crew.
Goal line mechanics, snapped inside the 10, wing officials. You immediately get to the goal line, snap. What if the runner's coming right at you? There's no sidelines to back into like outdoor football. You've got to react. You've got to step into the backfield, flip around, pick up wall responsibility. The umpire or the back judge, depending on whether we're snapped outside the 5 or inside the 5, now has to be on the goal line when that runner crosses, but they can't signal. They got to look back to the wing. Did he touch the wall or was he clear? Let's communicate, and then we'll signal appropriately. That's just on a goal line mechanics play. That's not even talking about the pre-snap requirements for the wings. My tackle, my hold, who's my key? Where's my illegal contact line? How about the belt? Is he inside the belt? Is he inside the belt and aligned, or is he not aligned? Has he gotten out of the belt? All that stuff is going on pre-snap. Thousands of things that the fans don't know about. It's a difficult sport to officiate.
But, Tom, you have been a great director of officials. You brought in great officials. You've made strides with the IFL as far as in bringing and elevating the craft of officiating. And we thank you very much. We thank you for being on the Kurtiss Riggs Show. My best to you this year.
One more quick comment.
Okay.
We try to get our officials, they're big-time college guys. 2 out of the last 3 national title games had IFL officials on the national championship game. That's the quality we bring in.
Tell that again. Make that very, very well known. Tell that quote again.
Well, we had, who was the championship? LSU this year won it versus, I can't even remember who they played. There was an IFL official on that game. 3 years ago, we had an IFL official on the championship game. We've always, last several years, had them on the preliminary game. So we do have a good crop of officials that are getting championship games and major bowl games in Division I.
Fantastic, Tom. Thank you very much for being on the Kurtiss Riggs Show, and we'll talk to you again down the road, and we'll look forward to again, especially to start off the season next year.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Tom Falcinelli, and we'll be back with more of the Kurtiss Riggs Show after we pause for this timeout, and you're listening to the Kurtiss Riggs Show on the Storm Broadcast Network.
Hey, Sioux Falls, do you want the guaranteed best carpet cleaning ever? Then you need to check out Best Choice Cleaning and Restoration. Since 1989, Best Choice incorporates the work ethic and durability of old-school family methods with the efficiency of modern equipment to offer high-quality cleaning services. When they're done cleaning the carpet in your home or office, you'll be thrilled with the results. Try Best Choice Cleaning and Restoration and experience the best carpet cleaning ever. If you're looking to enjoy a handcrafted burger and fresh-cut fries, come on into Five Guys. Sioux Falls has 2 convenient locations on the corner of 10th in Minnesota and 49th in Louise. There are no microwaves and no freezers at Five Guys. We only use fresh ingredients, and our well-done juicy burgers are served on soft toasted buns. Top off your order with crispy applewood smoked bacon from one of America's last true smokehouses, melted Kraft American cheese, and your choice of 15 additional toppings. Stop by and see us today or place your pickup order online at fiveguys.com. Fireplace Professionals is a proud supporter of the Sioux Falls Storm. Our gas fireplaces and inserts from Heat and Glow and Heat-A-Lator are the best in the business. You can stop in and see the region's largest showroom or visit us on the web at fireplaceprofessionals.com and get a virtual tour. We have almost 100 Heat and Glow and Heat-A-Lator models on display and even more in stock. If you ever need advice, just call 605-339-0775 or better yet, stop in and see us at 1217 West 41st Street in Sioux Falls. You're going to love the way your home feels.
The new boss from Taco John's knows how to own a room. It's large, in charge, and isn't taking any guff, especially from your hunger. Packed with over a pound of cilantro lime rice, black beans, and your choice of grilled chicken or seasoned beef. Or you can kick it up a notch with hand-cut sirloin steak. Go for the burrito or make it a bowl. If you want to be a boss, eat like one. The Boss from Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
And welcome back for a final segment of the Kurtiss Riggs Show. I'm glad that you found us, and tell your friends about us. Share, like, get the word out that the Kurtiss Riggs Show and Storm Ball Games is going to be streaming live. It's going to make it very easy for fans to keep in touch with the Sioux Falls Storm and the ball games that they have, and it's going to be a great season for the Sioux Falls Storm, and it's great to have this new Storm Broadcasting Network up in place so that you guys can enjoy the ball games and also the Kurtiss Riggs Show. Now, coming up again on Sunday, it's going to be the home opener for the Sioux Falls Storm at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. The game's at 3:05 kickoff, and get there early. They got special things going on. You're not going to want to miss it because new ownership, they have new ideas and new levels of energy they're pouring into the Sioux Falls Storm team and also for the fan experience. So get there early and be able to watch and to be a part of that, and you won't regret that you did. And get your tickets if you don't have them already. Go to the Storm website and click on tickets, or go to the Ticketmaster, or even go out to the Denny Sanford Premier Center yourself, and you can pick out tickets at that particular point. But we hope to see you coming up on Sunday afternoon, 3:05 kickoff. And if you can't make it, again, tune in. Just go to the website, check on Listen Live, Watch Live, and you'll be able to be a part of the broadcast and be able to watch and see it in the course of the game on Sunday afternoon. I want to thank you to the head coach, Kurtiss Riggs. Also want to thank Tom Falcinelli. What a great interview it was with him, talking about all of the different facets of officiating. A lot of people don't realize and understand, and Tom just does such a fantastic job with that. So next week, we'll be talking to the Storm head coach again. We'll have highlights from the game that comes up on Sunday. So next Monday when we do this show, you'll be able to get some highlights from that particular game. We'll talk about with a couple of players. We'll be talking about things with them and a couple of players. Then we'll also give you an update about the league, what's going on in the league, and the Storm is going to be having a bye after that, so we'll be getting things set up for the game following that, which will also be at home at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. So I want to thank all of you for logging on to the Kurtiss Riggs Show. Have yourself a great week, and we'll talk to you again next week on the Kurtiss Riggs Show on the Storm Broadcast Network.
Thanks again for tuning into our program. We hope you enjoyed the latest news and updates from Coach Kurtiss Riggs himself. We'll see you next time, and until then, go Storm!